on Facebook, and someone had posted a CNN report. It says an apostate Christianity is threatening America's democracy. Let me read that again. It says an apostate Christianity is threatening American democracy. They don't really know that they're actually telling the truth when they're trying to not tell the truth. That statement is true, but not the way they're trying to say it's true. So anyway, I believe, I said this on a prior video, that Revelations 12 will play a big part. And you have to read it carefully. You have to read Revelations 12 very carefully. And I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says, and there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she being with a child, travail in birth, and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, to devour her child as soon as it was born. That's very important. And she brought forth a man-child, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up into God and to his throne. And the woman fled. Now here's to make you know it's not Jesus when he's talking. Well, it's not meant for that, because it's revelation to reveal Jesus Christ, revelation of Jesus Christ. The woman fled into the wilderness, which is Petra, when it happens, where she had a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there. Now here's the key that it's not Jesus. 1,203 score. So Jesus, when he died and rose from the dead, he was only here for 50 days, and he rose from the dead. So this is not Jesus. Now I want you to listen close, and then I'm going to talk about that article again, or that report again from CNN. And there appeared a wonder in heaven, another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, the demons, the angels, fallen angels, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. Satan has an agenda to kill Christians. Satan has an agenda to kill saints. Satan has an agenda to kill anyone who disagrees with the new world order. It's going to happen. My job as a watchman, along with many millions of Christians, should be, every Christian should be a watchman. There is no special duty. Everyone should be watching. Everyone should be warning their families. Everyone should be warning their people, their constituents, their classmates, their teammates, their whatever mate. They should be warning people that the sword is coming. Okay, they got the concentration camps, they got the caskets, they got the shot, they got the thing, they got everything needed to fulfill the Georgia Capstone's commandments, what they want to do. Okay, I am supposed to be on here, and the millions of other Christians can be on here as well, to warn people that they must get ready for the coming judgment. Now, let me read that article again, folks, people. Okay, it says, and imposter Christianity is threatening America's democracy. Now, I know y'all can't read this because it's backwards, but I just wanted to show y'all this. I just wanted to show y'all that I'm getting it from CNN. Y'all can't read it because it's flipped. I need to flip it in order for y'all to, or flip the camera here so I can be this way instead of that way. Anyway, the person wrote on here on this post, it says the fake media is reporting an imposter Christianity. Pretty much, if you are a true American and believe that our nation is a republic and not a democracy, and believe in the teachings of Christ, you are an imposter. Wurtzer, or whatever that means. CNN has lost its mind, just like the Democrats, and that's true. A lot of the $1 billion corporation. I was just talking to somebody at church yesterday. We had like a table. We were fellowshipping there and talking, and I was telling them about all the stuff that I know, and I was telling them that a lot of the stuff that you're hearing in the news is not what you think. These people are really well aware. You know, I changed churches. I decided to go to a church that's going to preach the truth. Um, and leave the church that was sort of doing it. They wasn't really informing their congregation. I mean, there's things you have to tell your congregation. First of all, if the righteous would turn from their righteousness, you need to warn them. And if the wicked turn to their righteousness, you need to warn them that they need to turn to righteousness. They need to turn to God. They need to turn to repentance. So, and that's Ezekiel 33. And you have to warn them that the sword is coming, and that some are going to be taken, some will be left. The Bible is all over the place. That it is telling us that and even even to the point where you're warning people. You know, I'm warning myself. Stack up, do something. Put some food in the house for people left behind. Put some food in the house that people they're gonna break in and steal it, whatever. If your family members, I got kids, older kids who won't listen, so they can come back and eat some of the food that we leave. I don't know, but time is short, folks. Time is short, very, 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 very short, and they are going on a limb. They are going out on the extra limb to try to, even the Democratic Party was saying crazy stuff. And like, we're gonna have to put them in jail. Look at January 6th. I mean, does that like send up red flags? I mean, I understand China's like that. You know, Middle Eastern countries that would throw their people in jail, but never we ever would think the United States would ever do such a thing. Well, most of the population don't think the United States would do such a thing, but here we are in the 21st century. Um, and yes, they will put you in jail. So to make a long story short, yes, the dragon is going to be kicked out of heaven, and he's going to be highly ticked, and all of his demons are going to come with him. And if they probably going to be more demons coming out the bottomless pit. And hey, when God is taking his spirit out or whatever, the way he's going to do it, man, it's going to be some mad demons. And right now, they already got plans, folks. They got large guillotines that they purchased. Um, they got companies making these guillotines. As a matter of fact, up here in Seattle, they were talking about the guillotines that are going to be used to behead people who don't participate in the system. You know. So, like I said, share this video, get it out to as many people as you can. I know. I mean, tonight I'll be doing some type of a report on what's going on, and it's good to it's good to get get people aware around you. Don't be bold. Don't be scared. Don't fear man. Don't fear what man can do to you. Be bold. Go and talk to people about what's going on. Let them know, even if they look at you like you got five eyeballs. Just you know, protect. Hold your breath. Protect your mind. Protect your heart as you talk to these people, because they will tear. If you run into the wrong person thinking they're gonna, and Lord, that's just wonderful. They're gonna tear you from limb to limb, unless you are bold and ready and understand that the disciples and the apostles and the prophets and the people of early church um, get to a point where, hey, We can't get our feelings hurt. We can't be offended. We got to go in there and speak the truth with love to people so they can understand what's going on, even if they reject you. But I guarantee you, most people will listen to you. Even if they don't want to, they will listen. They will listen to what you got to say, and they will. They might not understand now, but they might understand later. So you got to just leave that seed there and let God do His work. Leave the preaching, preach the gospel, and stand out the way. You know. Um, Anyway, God bless you guys. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, evening, day, whatever. And I'll be back on a little bit later to share some more word with you guys. God bless.